Hi everyone, it's me Tehseen Raza, the English language trainer and director of English Cafe, and today I along with some of my students have come here in Ranchi so as to interact with some of the students here. So initially we have come here in a specific college. May I know the name of that college, ma'am?
Ram Lakhan Singh Yadav
It's
College.
Ram Lakhan Singh Yadav College. Well, I suppose the establishment date of this particular college is 1972. So it seems like it's a very old college. And as you can see that we are here in the campus, in the premises of this college. And initially, I'll try to get to know about this college with Shikha ma'am. She is actually the head of English department here. And she'll be giving the outline regarding this college, and ultimately we'll try to interact with her, and our students will also try to interact with her as well. And nextly we'll move towards the students, whosoever is willing to interact in English, like we'll be asking some sort of questions to the students, like how English is very much important, or up to what extent English can be improved in order to grow in the career and all. And we'll be asking some debatable topics, like in today's era in technology, like in high-tech world, in the world of ChatGPT, how much English is important, and how students are confident in terms of their career. Are they confident or they confused? So please introduce, please let's get to know about Shikha ma'am. So hello ma'am, first of all, thank you so much for allowing us here in the campus of your college. So can you please introduce yourself a little? Yeah, sure.
Should I take the mic?
Yeah, sure, of course. Let me carry this as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good afternoon. I'm Shikha Singh. I am the head of the Department of English at RLSY College. To give a short introduction about this college, it is a constituent college under Ranchi University. It was established in 1972, so you can understand it's one of the oldest colleges in Ranchi. Currently, our department conducts classes for undergraduate students. We are also planning to start classes at PG level. It's one of the more preferable colleges in Ranchi because of its location, and I wouldn't want to brag, but because of the atmosphere and kind of a friendly environment that you get over here, the college lags a little bit in terms of infrastructure and faculty, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to improve upon that. And we've had some really good students in our department. A lot of students opt for English honours and then they proceed on to take English at their PG level. They go on to become school teachers, and some of them have even qualified for university exams, and hopefully we'll be able to do much better when our situation improves in the future. Thank you.
I want you to emphasize in a specific section, like while coming here in this college, I have interacted with some of the students as well. And so far as my information is concerned, like most of the students belong to outskirts. Like they don't belong to the township, or they don't belong to English background schools and all. So being a head of the English department, what would be the medium of your teaching? Preferably, what would you like to opt, as most of the students are from Hindi background?
That is true. Ours is a minority college. So majority of the students that you see around here are from either outside Ranchi. Most of them would be from the tribal belt. Most of them will be coming from impoverished families, from minority communities, and so on. It's a little bit of a challenge to teach English in an English classroom. What my goal usually is to make the student understand in the best possible way, So what I try and do is, even though I have asked students to communicate as much as possible in English, but I don't try and emphasize it too much, because sometimes it's sort of it creates a barrier, and it also brings about some hesitation from the students. So I try and encourage them as much as possible, but I prefer a bilingual mode. So what I would usually do is I'll try and keep my sentences as short as possible, use slightly simple words, and try and make as much eye contact and interaction with them as possible, give them opportunity to talk and respond. And if I find that they're finding it difficult to respond to me, then I try and encourage them to speak in Hindi as much as possible. But I always tell them to interact among themselves or among their peers in English as much as possible. I hope it works, though there are still a lot of lacuna and there's still a lot of gaps and margins. But I believe this is better rather than going for a heavy-handed English spoken, English speaking classroom. I found this particular method to be more beneficial for the students as such.
Without taking much of your precious time, I want my students so as to overcome their hesitation, and for the same reason our prime concern for taking them here in Ranchi so as to interact with the students, and they'll be overcoming, they'll boost their confidence and all. So now it's time for them so as to interact with the head of the department of this college. Is it clear?
Yes.
Like, we already know that there are so many factors where students find it problematic in terms of English speaking. Like there are some sections who feel like they feel problematic in terms of sentence framing. But some of these students are lacking some sort of words. Some of the students also face some sort of issues in terms of pronouncing some words correctly. So there are some different factors as well. And some people do think that, what if people think, like, if I speak, what others will think about that? Right, this also impacts a lot. And for the same reason, speaking might be a little challenging.